Good morning, everyone, and thanks for checking out this update. We have quieter weather finally settling in across the region as we go throughout the next week. Temperatures this morning are a lot colder. Most areas have now fallen below freezing once again. We're going to be pretty chilly the next several days, but at least we will not be anywhere as cold as what we were dealing with back a couple weeks ago to begin the month. So we're looking up overall, and as we go into next week, not any major systems in the forecast, and we will see some really nice warming trends in the temperatures later next week. I can't wait to show you that here later on in this forecast. But again, colder temperatures the next few days, but at least we're waking up to some sunshine and just kind of a quieter morning. It's still breezy out to the east, but again, it's nothing like what we had, Wednesday and even yesterday. Looking at the satellite this morning, clouds are clearing out from west to east. Most of us now seeing sunshine. Even the eastern part of the area should work in some sunshine as we go into later this morning and the afternoon. But again, I just want to touch on again how much precipitation that fell over the region midweek. We saw as much as 2 to 3 inches of rain in east central Nebraska, Grand Island, over towards O'Neill, and certainly caused a lot of flooding. I know we're still seeing some road closures from all that water that's standing out there, and that will continue to be a problem as we go throughout the next few days. Again, most of us seeing some pretty hefty amounts of moisture with that system that moved through, or the quote-unquote bomb cyclone, which is just a term we use for a storm that really strengthens rapidly in such a short period of time. And it was actually the strongest system to hit Kansas as far as the lowest pressure readings at the surface in over 100 years. So that really speaks volumes to how kind of unprecedented a storm like this is. The other side of the story was the snow. Now, I'm sure most of you are happy that we missed out on the heavier snow to the north and west for the most part. If you're up in Scottsbluff, Chadron, over towards Valentine, you guys had some pretty heavy snow, 10 to 20 inches. There was as much as 2 feet of snow in parts of northwest Nebraska here, in portions of Cherry County, northwest of Valentine there, northwest of Valentine, I should say. You guys had some really impressive snowfall out of that storm. But again, most of us have kind of been melting that snowpack, and as we go forward, I don't really have any snow in the forecast, so that is some good news. Maybe a minor snow tomorrow evening in Iowa, but nothing that's going to be anything of significance here. So first off, looking at the wind forecast as we go throughout the day today, wind's not as breezy as what we had yesterday. It's still going to be a bit breezy. If you're up in Iowa, you can see wind gusts up to 25, 30 miles per hour today. Kansas, Nebraska, and even Missouri, wind gusts will be a little bit lighter, more so around 10 to 20, maybe 25 miles per hour at the most. And as we go into tonight, winds really start to relax out there. And then as we go throughout the day Saturday, not expecting a whole lot in terms of the wind. Looking at your cloud cover, we should see a good amount of sunshine building in for most areas today. A few more clouds up to the north and east. And as we go throughout the day Saturday, there'll be a disturbance working into portions of Iowa, bringing some more clouds. Could bring, again, like I mentioned, a chance for some light snow, as I'll show you here shortly. But the rest of the area, Kansas, Nebraska, even Missouri, going to see mostly sunny skies throughout the entire day on Saturday and even Sunday as well. Let's look at that disturbance that I mentioned for Saturday as we go into the forecast radar here. We could see a few flurries today up in northeast Iowa, but I really don't think it's going to cause any accumulation, no impact or anything like that. As we go into Saturday, we'll see increasing clouds in Iowa and a chance for some light snow showers to begin working in. As we go really into the second half of the day here, you see a few rain and snow showers starting to develop here in west central Iowa by mid-afternoon on Saturday. As we go into the evening hours, we see a weak little band of some light snow, possibly mixed with a little bit of rain too, out in central and east central Iowa here. And we'll see that wave kind of working to the east as we go throughout Saturday night over towards the Davenport area there, maybe Dubuque even seeing some light snow as we go into Saturday night here from about 10 p.m. And this will start to work out of the state by about 5 a.m. Sunday, and then we'll return to a dry forecast as we go throughout the day Sunday. But again, not much snow with this. We could see a dusting of snow in a few locations. Locally, there could be maybe a ½ inch of snow in portions of central Iowa. But again, as you can see, it's going to be overall very, very light and really limited in overall coverage. So not everybody will see that. And I really think it's going to be focused for those locations in Iowa. So let's take a look at the temperature forecast as we go throughout the weekend. First off, today we should see temperatures warming back to the 40s in most locations. The exception is where we have more of a snowpack on the ground, is where the temperatures will naturally stay cooler there. And as we go into tonight, temperatures will fall back to the 20s, and the temperatures for Saturday overall pretty similar to today. It could be a touch cooler up to the north, and we'll see similar temperatures, as you can see, as we go into Sunday. So let's take a look at the forecast moving ahead here. Sunday looking like a pretty quiet day of weather out there. I should see some sunshine, and even as we go into Monday, I expect Sunday and Monday to be relatively quiet days of weather across much of the region. There will be a disturbance as we go from Monday night through Wednesday. It looks like as we'll start to work into the western plains Monday night into Tuesday with some light rain, maybe a touch of a mix possible. And as we go from Tuesday night, we do see the chance for a few light showers with a front coming through. This is for Tuesday afternoon. You see a few light showers out there across the area, but again, this is pretty limited in coverage, and we're not looking at any widespread big rain event or any big systems for the next week. Again, that weak front on Tuesday brings a few showers. That will start to scoot out of here on Wednesday with clearing conditions, and once that passes here, we're going to see a really nice warming trend along with dry weather from Wednesday through Friday. I'm telling you what, we're going to have some great weather setting up here. Look at Thursday, dry weather, and even most of next Friday stays dry as well. Now let's take a look at the good news, the temperatures as we go into next week. Yeah, we're still going to be a little bit on the cooler side through midweek. Temperatures as we go into Monday and Tuesday still in the 40s, 50s in most locations. But look at the temperatures by the time we get to Wednesday of next week. Most areas well into the 50s. And then look at the temperatures by Thursday of next week, talking 50s and 60s. And then by next Friday, we could be looking at temperatures in the 60s pretty much everywhere here. And some places could be close to 70s. So some really nice weather setting up as we go into late next week. Now, as far as total precipitation, again, these systems over the next week are going to be limited in the amount of moisture that they bring in. So we're only looking at parts of the area seeing around 1/10 to maybe as much as 3/10 of an inch of rain, really with that system from Tuesday into Wednesday. But as you can see, many areas will stay relatively dry. So that's all I have for your update today. Again, finally some quieter weather. Enjoy it as we go into the weekend. Hope you have a great day.